Hello! Oh my god, I'm overexposed again. I'm gonna move a bit. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Sorry, I can't see that until the video starts. This may make a bit of noise. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Okay. We're now going to have these strange anatomical models in the background, and I do apologize, but it is the way it is. Otherwise, my face is so bright that it looks weird. Now I have just light streaming in from the side. God, I'm so sexy. Anyway, sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Here's what I wanted to do today, and this is kind of strange because this is one of the personal pen videos, but I had already recorded a video on this pen. But I thought I would do a Redux, like a redone video of that, for this very simple reason. What I wanted to talk about today is the OMAS 360 Magnum, which is in my collection. Now this has an interesting story, which I had already told, but I'll be brief about it. A long time ago, I went to my first pen show. That was 2011 in Tilburg. And I met Sven, and Sven was someone who followed my YouTube channel from the starting days, literally the starting days. He brought a whole bunch of pens. I just started out with pens, and he had this pen, the OMAS 360 Magnum. So there is a regular 360, it's a little smaller than the Magnum. The Magnum is a larger pen, as the name suggests. Now, I love that pen. I bought one when I got home. And at some point I ended up selling that pen. And we, Aziza and I, were in Madrid at the Madrid pen show. And Sarge, the inimitable, okay, I need some more caffeine, I'm sorry. The cool Sarge Minhas, the one-man pen show, had one on his table, and Aziza said buy it because I know that you really miss it. I know that you really miss it. So she gave it to me as a gift, and that was really, really sweet of her. And now I have a 360 again. Now I ended up selling my old 360 Magnum to a friend, and I know that that was a grail pen to him, and he really loves it. So I'm still very happy about that. But then I had this pen. Why am I doing this video? Because I have already put this pen in my personal pens lineup videos. Because at some point, the piston started to have issues, and it was actually sent to Italy for repair, and to be honest, it didn't come back in the greatest state. It still had a lot of issues, and something definitely met the end of its life on the inside, and I couldn't use it anymore, and I was quite sad because it's a pen I love. And as I said, it was also a gift from Aziza, so I felt very sad to not be able to use this anymore. Now the reason I wanted to do this is, I was talking about this, I think in one of my live streams, the hanging out streams, and my friend William from the UK contacted me and said, you know what, I bet I can print the part that broke. Send me the pen if you want. And I did, and he did, and I have put one of his pens, it's not his day job, but he does 3D printed pens. I put that in this series of personal pens because I own one of those pens. So his work is very nice. And he fiddled with it, and he was able to print exactly the part that was broken in the pen, which was amazing. Pen came back to me. This is the pandemic world, just saying that for posterity. It took a long time for the pen to get back, but it got back. I inked it up. It draws up ink again, it writes again. It's wonderful. So when you think about it, as I was just cleaning the pen, inking it up, I realized what an interesting life this pen has had, because it was made in Italy, was in Spain, where it was purchased, was brought to the Netherlands, was taken to Canada, was sent from Canada to the US to go back to Italy to be repaired, was sent back to the US and then to the Netherlands, to Canada, and then it went to the United Kingdom to have a part printed. So this pen's been around. Now I still love it. Now, as I said, I've already talked about what I love about this pen beyond the emotional stuff. I find this superbly comfortable. It's a really strange pen because it's triangular. I think the design looks beautiful. The profile is triangular as well, and to me that is superbly comfortable, especially in the Magnum model because it's a bit bigger. More so than the regular 360s, which are just a tiny bit narrower and they're a little bit shorter. Not this much, a little bit shorter. I find this very, very comfortable. It's really a pen I would try out before you buy it if you can, because not everybody likes it. Some people it's almost unusable. Anyway, that's it. Let's see again how the pen writes. I hope this has not bored you, but I thought that this update might be kind of interesting because it remains a pen that's very dear to me. Having said that, let's get started. Alright, so what do we have here? The OMAS 360 Magnum. The nib is 18K medium, and the ink is Waterman mystery blue. I think they're blue-black. One thing that I have always really enjoyed about this pen, beyond the section, which again I find that triangular section super comfortable, but one thing that I've always really enjoyed is that the nib is just wonderful. It's rigid. There's very, very little softness to it, but it's very smooth, and just to me the right amount of feedback. So it has the smoothness, very smooth. There's the touch of feedback, so it's not too smooth. To me, it's perfect, and nothing was done to it that was, at least not that I know of, that was not really out of the box, but the way I got it from Sarge. This also is a pen that I think the match with this ink is very good, because I know this looks like a black pen, but under the right light you can actually see it is a super deep dark blue, but you can only see that when the light is right. Right now it looks like a black pen, but it's very interesting. It requires really bright light for you to be able to see that, and it is bright out, but not bright enough. Okay, anyway, I digress, as the kids say. Not super wet, not super dry, just very nicely balanced. As I said, there's no real springiness to this. It's a pretty rigid nib, what makes her a very nice writer. Yeah, reverse writing is not really appropriate here, simply because that triangle doesn't work the other way around. Beautiful, beautiful pen, and I will say I am very, very happy that this is in working state again. So how do we do this again? William, I really appreciate it. Heart. No, but seriously, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, I hope this was useful, and I hope this Redux didn't bore you too much, but I like to share that story, because this pen has become very interesting and traveled, I would say. So there you have it. Bye.